Are you struggling to get your team performing exactly the way in which you want to? Are you struggling to get your team performing in the way in which you would do? Well, I've got a few tips here that'll help you to get your team performing better. So number one is allow your team to understand exactly what it is that you want them to do. Sounds really simple, doesn't it? Oftentimes we take a job role, we give it to an individual, and we give them a job description. But sometimes that job description is 3, 4, 5 pages long. Can you remember what you're supposed to do from 3 or 4 or 5 pages? Wouldn't it be easy if your individuals had 3 to 5 key outcomes that are required from their job, 3 to 5 roles that you expect them to do? That's what we call a positional agreement. So I encourage you to make it very clear, give clarity to the people within your team so they know exactly what to do. Positional agreements, 3 to 5 things they need to do within that. Second thing you need to do now is make those requirements objective. What do I mean by that? Make them measurable. Peter Drucker once said, what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So if we give people real clarity on what the role is and what the numbers are that they're supposed to be producing within their particular role, it's a much easier conversation to have with them. We're talking about the role and not about the individual. So make sure that those 3 to 5 things that they're doing are actually measurable. There's nothing more upsetting for a team member when they're approached about something that they're not doing right in their role. It's not written down, it's not clear, and there are no measurables behind it. You ever had a speeding ticket and you swear blind there was no speed limit sign there? Nothing more frustrating than that. There wasn't a sign, nobody told me. Well, tell your team members how we're going to measure their performance, and that'll help their performance to improve. Number 3, now they've got those numbers, define the regular activities that they need to be involved in and results that you expect from those activities. So we often talk about KPIs, which are key performance indicators. That's the number at the end, that's how they perform. But what are the activity indicators? What are the things they need to be doing on a regular basis? We call those key activity indicators. What they need to be doing daily, weekly, monthly, to ensure that they hit the number at the end of each of those periods. And what they need to do to adjust in that time period. So let's meet with our team members on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and at the very least on a monthly basis, to help them to keep track, keep on course as to where they should be going. And finally, let's on a regular basis review these aspects. Review the roles of the individual within the business. You see, the marketplace is changing all the time. Our competitors are moving. We need to move, we need to adapt, we need to innovate. So these roles need to adapt and they need to move and need to innovate. The positional agreement may need to change. The KPIs or the key activity indicators may need to change. Keep reviewing and speaking with your people on a regular basis. And that way, your team know what performance is, what high performance is. They've got real clarity, and real clarity leads to higher performance. If you need some more guidance on how to get your team working more effectively, download the free guide below. You'll find a link below to the free guide. And if you'd like to book a free strategy call with me to discuss the performance of your team and getting them performing better, feel free to reach out to me. I'll see you on the next video you need to succeed in business.